Hey everyone, it's John Taylor. How's it going today? What a great day. Got a lot of exciting news. Please do me a favor, give me a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. Exciting news, geopolitics and socioeconomic. Today is Friday, January 16th, 2026. So I go over geopolitics first and then socioeconomics, and I formulate a trading plan. So let's see what we got here. First, okay, on bar chart. Okay, NASDAQ futures climb on AI optimism. Taiwan semiconductor, China protests, and social media platform news, and stocks open higher on Wall Street and remain near records. You know, stocks, this AI trade has been extraordinary. Gold is off fractionally at $4,611, outstanding. Crude oil, up fractionally at 59.70. The S&P's up fractionally. So let's see what we got here. Palo Alto Network soon enough. What to expect? Ingersoll Rand news. So let's go over the major market first. Okay, stock market's open about a half hour. So I got my new Tilly hat back on. Here, it's not new, I've owned it, but it's backed by popular demand. So, I still have my Bentley hat. You can see those here. See my Bentley hat? See this thing? Bentley. This is a nice car, boy, Bentley. So, here's what we have. S&P minis are up 10 points. NASDAQ mini up 120 points. Dow futures up off about 28. The VIX. It's freezing cold where I'm at too here in northern Florida. The VIX, off fractionally at 18.20. The Dixie at 99, spot 0.55. The 10-year 112-015. What are all the people going to do who are being displaced with AI automation? They're selling gold necklaces and chains and things that they own in order to survive economically. Crude oil, 59.48, up 40 cents. Nat gas off again. Is nat gas oversold at $2.65? Gold is off fractionally. Silver's pumped to a new all-time high and now is off to $88.90, $89 fractionally, off $3.25 today. So that's what we have. Most active stocks: Micron Technologies, rocking and rolling. Tesla, Meta Platforms. Kathy Woods apparently is selling Meta stock shares. Venus Concepts is up like 400%. I might consider putting a short on that. I don't know even what the company is. Anytime it goes parabolic like that, I like to short. Nvidia is active. Intel's active at close at 48.89. Man, Taiwan Semiconductor and AST Spacemobile is up 12%. Apple Computers active, and then SanDisk. So that's what we have. Taiwan Semiconductor. TSM is, chart of the day. Taiwan Semiconductors are trading near all-time highs. TSM. So that's what we have there in bar chart. Give me a like and a share. Appreciate it. Let's get the word out. Come on, guys. My channel's getting a lot of traction. So now let's look at Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is reporting here. I go over the news first, and then I look at geopolitics, and then I give you free alpha if you stay with me to the end. I'm not a financial advisor, I have to say that. It's just educational and information purposes only. Nightmare scenario. NVIDIA's China woes could risk its lead. NVIDIA's up 3%. Alibaba's active. Tech keeps its mojo. Canada to cut Chinese EV tariffs and trade reset. Trump moves to make big tech pay their own way for surging electricity. A lot of news with electricity for the data centers. Trump's first Venezuela oil sale deal goes to a company there, and bullish Morgan Stanley sees 70% surge in ASML. So they're pumping the tech stocks. PNC stock climbs after upbeat results. Congress set to avoid shutdown. Okay, we've got another pending shutdown here in the government because of debt, and extending the debt. Seagate upgraded, Seagate Technology, STX. Hassett plays down probe at Fed Chair Powell. Hassett was involved with George Soros, right, in bringing down uh, the British pound sterling, if I'm not mistaken. Oil claws back some losses on Iran risk into the weekend. What's going on with Iran and Venezuela and Greenland? China-led cross-border digital currency platform sees a surge. So China's getting involved in the digital currencies, Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP and Ripple and Dogecoin and all the likes of such. I own, and we'll go over this here in a minute, plus Pepe the Frog. Trump credit card cap would return $20 billion to consumers. I think that's good. It's good news. Credit cards, they're charging like 30% interest. Usury, I thought usury was illegal here in the US, but I don't know. It's just people are tapped out with the use of the credit cards and starting to wake up that they're not so ethical all the time with their business practices. Let's see, NVIDIA's active, Intel's active this morning, Micron Technologies, man. So trending, Robinhood is off about 3%. Everything's good in the hood. I've owned shares in Robinhood for years. I think they do great work. So that's on geopolitics, on bar chart, and also Yahoo Finance. Now what I do is I kind of look at, the industrial, let's see, the economic calendar today. Okay, industrial production, capacity utilization, home builder confidence is out, and we got Fed speak this afternoon. So next week, the big week in industrial job claims, GDP, personal income, and PCE index, and core PCE. And then, we've got a lot of news pending for next week. So tip my tilly hat to you, to Australasia or Australia. So this is what we have there. Now let's look what's going on with crypto real quick. I'll give you a crypto update. And make sure you read the risk disclosure. I have to say that I'm not a financial advisor or commodity trading advisor. So Bitcoin's, dipping this morning. I've been accumulating Bitcoin. So let's look at the over market here. Ethereum's active, all right. Bitcoin's active. Solana is active. XRP is active. Litecoin is active. Zcash is active. Dogecoin, BCH, Bonk, Chainlink. So these are I own, in fair disclosure, I own almost all of these cryptos. I own Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Litecoin, Zcash, and so I have an allocation to such. So we shall see. Been accumulating Bitcoin. It's doing great. And I'm back profitable again after that big dippy dip from 125,000 down to like 83,000. Did great, and now it's pumped back up to like 97,000, but on the dippy dip. So I've been accumulating Bitcoin here recently at 96.5, 96,700, 95,209. And so that's what I have there on Bitcoin. And I'm wait to let the market come to me. So today, on the 16th, I have limit GTC orders open. So let it come to me at the pivot points. So I'm looking at, here's my pivot points for today, 94,711, 93,763, and then 92,298. So Livermore said it best, whenever I had the patience to wait for a market to come to me at the pivot points, or wait for the pivot points, I always made money in my operations. So I do exact opposite as most people do. I don't wait for confirmation. I wait for the pivot point and the price retracements. As everyone else is margin called, I do exactly opposite, and I accumulate the Bitcoin on that price retracement. So that's exciting news. Let's see, stay with me to the end. So again, I'll give you a free alpha here. Let's look at, looking at nat gas, looks oversold. What about ConAgra stock? So let's look at it real quick. People have to eat. World population keeps going up. Yet ConAgra stock is dipping. Stock symbol CAG. Let's look at it this morning real quick. ConAgra brands. Now remember, okay, so it's doing ConAgra's off the mat a little bit, but it's 88% sell, was 100% sell. So in the last month, we've seen ConAgra dippy dip here to a low of about 16 and a quarter. So I've been accumulating a little bit of ConAgra stock, and it's paying an 8% dividend yield. So we'll see. Now I'm the one who brought you MicroStrategy, MSTR, at like $151. So it's a treasury company that owns the Bitcoin. So 80% sell, was 100% sell. So it's up, it's doing up good from 150. So we'll see. So, and then on precious metals are pumping. Let's look at the futures overview here real quick. This is my daily routine. As a coach, I teach people, I teach myself in a sense. I've been at this game of trading and speculation since 1987. So again, the markets that are pumping, the stock market's pumping. The Warren Buffett indicator says that stocks are, due for a meridian type correction back to the something, but man, keeps going. They keep lowering interest rates. So this is what we have. Gold's been active. I'm seller of, let's look at the futures here, performance leaders on bar chart. So I've been selling some of my bags of silver bullion, all right, and then purchasing with that. They're trading at huge premium because of the weighted alpha. So I'm actually doing research for a new ebook. So I don't run commercials on my channel. You can check out the links below on my ebook. I'll put in there, it's synthetic Bitcoin mining. So you can read it for free on Kindle. So check out the links below. I'm also doing research on weighted alpha analysis of markets. So silver bullion, I'm a seller of it. It's got positive 167 spot 42 weighted alpha over the last 52 weeks. So you got silver, platinum, palladium, lithium, gold, and copper. These are the metals that I've cornered indirectly again. So I'm a seller of such, and then I'm looking at commodities that are the most oversold that I want to own, and the greatest negative weighted alpha. So I sell into the strength, and then I use that strength resources, and then I look then at the bottom of the market, say, well, what is everyone else selling? So the negative weighted alpha in this order is orange juice, butter, cash settled, cocoa, nat gas, rough rice, and then Bitcoin futures. So when I go to the grocery store, I don't purchase orange juice because it has too much sugar. And people can purchase the cola drinks, and get their sugar fix. They don't purchase orange juice anymore. So there's a lot of competition, but butter is cheap, cocoa, and then nat gas is oversold, potentially rough rice, but Bitcoin. So I'm selling my bags of silver, not the entire thing, but just, I sell into the strength. I've sold on e-commerce since 2007. So I am considered one of the world's leading experts in the precious metals and metals complex, if not the world's leading expert. So I've cornered the market again, like I said, indirectly on precious metals. And then as I provide liquidity into that pump, I look at the bottom of the list of weighted alpha, and the commodity that I want to own in a perfect world is orange juice, butter, cocoa, nat gas, rough rice, and Bitcoin futures. So keeping it simple, I'm just purchasing Bitcoin with my hyperinflated dollars from selling some of my bags of silver bullion. So That's what I have for today on Free Alpha. Again, not read the risk disclosure on it's just information purposes only. So that's what I have for today on my Free Alpha plan here. So let's see. Now let's look at you know, on the hood. Everything's good on the hood. So let's look at Robinhood here. Robinhood has done good by me over the years. I've owned their stock for years. Robinhood. All right. So BKCH. So my plan today is, here's my, again, not financial advice, but the markets are pumping for me. Okay, so I'll dollar cost average Bitcoin today. I do every day. I'll dollar cost SPY ETF, the S&P 500. BKCH is pumping up about 3%. I'll dollar cost average it. Block, BLOK, is pumping. So, continue to DCA it. And I also DCA ETHE, which is the Ethereum ETF. So I own, it's fun. This is my trading plan. Let's look at BKCH here real quickly and Block. So I have my synthetic Bitcoin mining rig that I invented about 7 years ago. It combines the blockchain ETFs with Bitcoin. And I run a 7-to-1 ratio. That way I can travel anywhere on the planet as a perpetual traveler or digital nomad, and then mine Bitcoin synthetically with the use and ownership of Bitcoin and the blockchain ETFs. So you'll check out the links below in my book. It's a good read. Run it about 17 minutes. So I'm gonna, let's say I got a nice cost average here on Amplify blockchain ETF at 61.56. It's pumping this morning, so I'm going to take another profit out of it. Been scalping out of it. So cost basis again 61.56, and it's trading at 65.43. So I'm gonna do a trade here live. Okay, I'm gonna sell not the entire position, but I'm selling some of my blockchain ETF for a nice pump. Scalping out, let's see, 61, scalping out about 5 points. So I got limit order out there at the offer, split it in the middle. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a trade here live on my trading desk. All right. Sold that. Let's see what we got. Got a price fill here. Sold some blockchain ETF for a nice profit. So I sold average cost basis, like I said. I sold a nice position for a huge pump profit at 65.43, and my cost basis is 61.49. So it's a nice trade, and I'll continue to DCA it and then scalp it. And now I'm trading live here, so you people get to see my trading style. Everyone's different too. People have different, it's not one size fits all. So I'm a long-term Momo swing trader. And like I was saying, I've been at this game since 1987 and I've done coaching too. So if you're interested in some coaching, let me know. So the blockchain ETF, Global X, BKCH, stock's up 3%. It's an ETF. What companies does it own? It owns Iron Limited. Let's see, how's Iron doing there? So this is me just on my trading desk. Iron's up nice. Iron Limited, integrated data center business in Canada and in Australia. Put another shrimp on the bobby in Australasia. Coinbase, it owns Coinbase shares. Coinbase is just rocking and rolling. Man, that company's doing great. Coinbase shares. Bitminer Technology, that stock had a big dip a few months ago and I accumulated it on the dippy dip. Bitcoin miner, Bitmine Immersion Technologies, great company. Applied Digital. The quantum computing stocks too, man. They've been incredible. Applied Digital pumping up about 2% today, so doing quite well. HUT 8, you gotta see HUT 8, symbols HUT, HUT 8 Corp, actively traded. That's had a big pump here in the last year. So I own all shares in that. So, stock market keeps going higher. How high does it go? It all depends on the Fed. You can't fight the Fed. So took a nice profit again this morning out of Block, BLOK. I'll continue to DCA it. Just me on my trading desk, so you get to see my style. And so that's really what I have for today on the 16th. Got a lot of geopolitics news. Man, China, Russia, the Ukraine, and then South Africa and the BRICS nations. South Africa owns one of the largest, if not the largest, gold mine on the planet. So this type of news, President Trump is doing a great job. And my channel's non-political, but it's, incredible process what's going on with Venezuela and Greenland and all the geopolitics and everything. So SPY ETF, let's look at NVIDIA shares. I like SPY, it keeps me in the stock market. NVIDIA, Apple Computer, Microsoft, Broadcom, Meta Platforms, and Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway. So these are all the stock shares and markets. So everything's good on my trading desk and prop trading desk. So that's what I have, everyone. Have a wonderful, great day. I say this every day too. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So that's what I have. Please like and share. Thanks for staying with me to the end. You get free alpha. Read the risk disclosure and welcome. My channel's getting a lot of traction. I'm starting to get a lot of new subscribers, and I don't run commercials, but you can check out the link for free on my ebook and on synthetic Bitcoin mining. So with that, everyone, have a super wonderful, great day. It's John Taylor on his news desk. Got my news reporting hat on again and on my prop trading desk. Have a great day. Thanks.